Hello everyone, no respawns here, hope you're doing well. So, we are making the walls in this video, one of those videos where I make loads of walls. So, I decided to do this one differently, basically, because I've been holding off doing these walls for ages, because I wanted to record it, because I wanted to show you it, because I like showing everything I do. However, it's quite a large space, and I'm very conscious it might be boring. So what I've gone and done is I've chopped down. This took me just under around 50 minutes to do. And I'm kind of vaguely showcasing a mod that I've showcased before. And this is basically a way, because normally I don't, those of you remember, I don't like doing big settlements. I like doing much smaller, compact settlements. But the problem with Sunshine Tidings Co-op is that because of these pre-existing cabins, I kind of have to use the entire space. Because it looks odd otherwise, which means it's quite a large area. Which is those of you who have tried walling this entire area off know that it takes ages. It takes a really, really long time. However, this mod, which is called Junk Wall Collection by Devil Dog D-Dog, which is still an awesome name, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that before, is really, really, really useful for doing this really quick. Normally, I like to do a little bit more detailed? What did I say like that? Detailed walls. However, because it's such a large area, and also because the fact it's highly likely I'm going to probably move some of these walls around, I decided to make something that was kind of more of a traditional junk wall. So this mod is incredibly useful for that. And it's kind of what you'll see, I chop over that, so you'll see me jump forward, because obviously I've not showed you me doing literally all of the walls, so you'll see me just jump ahead, because it's basically the same shit. But it is a really, really useful mod for doing large areas quite quickly, which I think at this stage a lot of us have just made so many settlements that maybe the walls tend to drag on a little bit. I tend to not like recording my wall building so much anymore unless it's a lot of work like this and I want to kind of make use of it and be like, well, I've done ages amount of work, I'm going to show it off. But also, I tend to kind of like try and do them in different ways, like for example, more like barricade kind of things. But this one, again, doesn't work like that just due to the shape of the settlement. This mod is, I've checked because I've actually bothered checking this time, it is available on PS4 and Xbox One, and I don't know if it's available on PC. I'm on their page now. They do PC mods, which is weird, but I can't see this one for PC, which I am sorry about, because I realised I do often neglect PC users in terms of the mods I showcase, because I never know, because half of them are on Nexus, see, and I don't really understand Nexus very much, so I don't know if it's on Nexus or not, basically, but it doesn't look like it's on Bethesda.net. Anywho, very useful mod. I'll have a link to the PS4 and Xbox One in the description, so you just hit favourite and then that'll be added to your downloads page and you can just download it from your console. But basically, I'm really happy I've done this stupid thing now. You guys know what I like. You know, it's been 2 years now, so you know what I'm like. Whenever there's a big thing I have to do, I do everything but do it. This week, what I've been doing in my procrastination, in case you're curious, is I finally purchased all of the Necromunda models. So I spent quite a bit of money. I was like, no, I'm doing it. So I bought the Necromunda box set. And, this is me jumping forward, and the Goliath, not the Goliaths, but I've got them as well. But I've got the, because they're separate, so I got Gang War 1 and 2, which are the little supplement rulebooks, as well as the Orlocks. So I've got everything that's currently available, bar some of the, like, the expensive scenery pieces and some of the Forge Ward stuff. I spent the whole week just making them. Models are really, really cool. They're very, very detailed, though, and also they're quite fiddly, especially the Eschers, so just a warning. As I know, as a side, I probably won't be able to put these on the channel yet for a while, if not for a long time, just because I don't have the space to record me playing a game, but maybe in the future. But anyway, it's been fun, right? Yeah, I've been having a good time. I also got Far Cry, oh, that is a siren, but I can't be bothered to hit stop recording, it's fine. You already know I live in the ghetto at this point. I actually don't live in the ghetto, just for the record, everyone claims I do. I just happen to live on an artery road in London, in East London, where the police drive by. Anyway, not literally drive by, as in they drive through. Anyway, so I've also got, I've also been playing Far Cry 5. I might fiddle around with the map designer on that. I don't know. So the thing with Far Cry 5, if you watched Jim Sterling's recent Gimpressions, he's pretty much exactly where I stand with these kind of games. Which, and the fact is that it's quite, it's fun. It's very, very okay. It's a very Ubisoft game. It's one of those things I find that I feel I should be enjoying it more than I end up doing. And I don't know why, because everything's there that I should like, but I get bored. and I've already gotten quite bored of it. I only started playing it like yesterday, you know, and it's just like, oh yeah, it's alright. I mean, it's really fun, right? But I don't know why I don't enjoy it. It's weird. I think maybe it's just quite a shallow experience. But like, the action's quite fun, but it's not like fun action like, say, Wolfenstein is, or Doom. It's kind of more a little bit, I don't know, everyone. It's really kind of like a conundrum for me, because like the setting of this one is really cool, and the weapons are cool. Like, I love the bow especially, and you know, you got all the vehicles. You know, the character customization is surprisingly robust, but I just get bored. I don't know what it is. Don't know. Same with me with Assassin's Creed. I just can't get into that series anymore. I liked Far Cry 2 and 1 quite a lot. I never played 3 or 4. Really liked 2 a lot. 1 was obviously completely different and actually just your standard single-player shooter game. I actually really liked that. But yeah, that's been me, basically, and playing with Necromunda models. Been pretty good. I put the models, so I put all the models together now. Oh, they look awesome, so I've got all 30 of them now. And I haven't painted them yet, but I ordered some green stuff. Those who don't know, green stuff is... by the way, these walls are quite big, so just as a warning. So you see, the reason why this is really useful, if you haven't gathered, I haven't explained it, is because it has loads of like pre-made sections, so you can just quickly stick things together reasonably swiftly. This is probably the hardest settlement to do it, just by dint of the ground being quite uneven, and already I'm doing sections like way quicker than you'd be able to do. And also, you don't need to rug glitch these together so much. They seem to be quite more forgiving with the collision, although some of the bigger bits, as you can see, are sometimes difficult to actually place just due to the stuff on the ground. Anyway, so I ordered some green stuff, which is basically a kind of modelling tool for Games Workshop that's kind of these blue and yellow plasticine that you mix together. It goes green stuff, and they use it to fill in gaps and kind of model bits, and then it dries hard as plastic. So because I'm quite an obsessive with, like, that's why my models took quite a few days to make, these 30 models, because I file all the bits down, I get rid of all the moulding lines, you know, I make sure everything's clean. The only thing I don't do, which I used to do, is use a pin vise to drill out the gun barrels, because though it looks cool, you can fuck it up and you just ruin the model if you don't do it dead center, so I don't do that anymore. But now, I will be painting them soon. I will maybe try and get some good photos done so you can see, but I can't promise anything, because I've got a good camera, but it's always the lighting. But I do have actually got a daylight light bulb, so the ones I use for my video, so maybe I can. But I don't know if I can video me playing games. I do actually have a gaming night that I'm part of a Facebook group of, that my friend invited me to, that I haven't gone to yet. So, I don't know if I like these people. They seem nice. I see them on Facebook, but I haven't actually gone to the club yet. But I will be playing it, basically, once I've finished modelling. They've also announced the new Van Saar models. Very cool. Very cool. Anyway, so as you can see with the walls, I've been quite waffly today. I've had a good week, basically. I might be getting a new job as well. I'm quite excited about it. But on the down low here, people, yeah. I say as I announce it to my subscriber base. But basically, I might stop freelancing soon and get a quite reasonably decent-ish paid job that's very close to my house, potentially, if I get that one. And also will mean that I don't have to, say, do work in the evenings other than YouTube work, which would be quite cool, and I'll have a structure and I won't have to take the tube. It's really exciting. Anyway, so I've been pretty decent. I'm also freelancing in about 3 or 4 different places right now, so life is alright. So you can see it was pretty simple, pretty straightforward. These pieces from this mod are quite forgiving in terms of, you know, kind of connecting them. So that's really good. As you can see, like, normal junk walls, you generally have to rug glitch in, just due to how kind of fussy they are with the collision, whereas these just seem to be a little bit more flexible and forgiving, which, see, I'm having to rug glitch this in, because I know I won't be able to, I understand the mechanics of the piece enough that I know I won't be able to just use the pillar to kind of move it into place. I have to rug glitch it. So yeah, there are a couple of gaps in these walls which I haven't tidied up yet. So here's a wee tour so you can see everything. It looks nice. The next stage for this settlement is I've got to now fill out the space with a lot more buildings, which is what I was intending to do first, but I realised I had to get the walls in. They look quite nice. Definitely this needs a lot more colour now. It's very, very vanilla looking, I guess. It's quite... I've mixed it up enough that I like the varying textures, so it doesn't like, it's not like, there's a bit of repetition, as you can see, with like some of the parts where I've accidentally used them too close to each other, which I'll just sub out with something else, or just put a ward over it. But it looks pretty good. Pretty good. It's alright, but it is a much bigger area. So anyway, I will have a new video up soon. Now that I've got this out of the way, I've got a couple of builds I want to shove into the various gaps, which would be cool. So that should be grand. That'll be up soon. As well as I said, I might do maybe something on Far Cry map, but I don't hold me to that, because I don't know. The game's weird. I played it a bit earlier, but I can only play it for like 40 minutes before I just get really bloody bored, and I don't know why. Anyway, as always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns if you want to see updates on my Necromunda models, because I will be posting updates of my awesome, potentially, hopefully, still decent painting skills. But until then, you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll talk to you fantastic people soon. You take care.